Yeah. So I want to for the cold open. I was going to tell you about what Aaron told me last night.
Yes, that'll be fun.
Okay.
You guys know I'm recording already, right?
Oh, awesome! Perfect.
Are we recording?
So hey, yeah, these are completely organic cold opens that we do.
Oh, hold on. I
don't. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
So cold that no one was prepared.
Nobody was prepared.
Yeah.
Nobody was prepared. No, I went to the poorhouse last night, and I got really drunk because I had a really shitty day at the office. Had another shitty day today, but I'm not gonna get drunk tonight. But a really shitty day yesterday, so I went down to the poorhouse, and my mission was to stare at the wall and just get drunk. And Aaron, the guy, the manager there, comes up to me, he's like, dude, somebody walked up to me and said, why did you take down all the EIK posters? And Aaron's like, he didn't. People steal them off the walls. Like, dude, do you even listen to EIK? Like, they're hilarious, and they talk about anything, bro. And Aaron didn't tell him that he's been on the show. So to you, our secret admirer, we don't know who you are, but we kind of want to know who you are. I kind of want to know who you are. I hope you don't want to wear our skin or some shit like that.
Reveal yourself.
Yes, reveal yourself. Because most of our fans are our friends. So, yeah.
I still think it was Andy in a mustache.
We'll know if you go to a party, open someone's closet, and there's just a giant shrine of the IK posters.
Yeah, dude.
It's the guy that's gonna John Lennon us.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm fucking with the camera.
Just
it's not working, and I'm upset.
Okay, we're recording, so.
Recording the podcast.
Yeah. We got to move on. Okay, so yeah.
Welcome to Everyone I Know, the podcast where you argue about the mundane. Here we are in Troy, New York. The Albany podcast that's recorded in Troy that will be recorded in Albany.
No, the
live.
It's Albany's biggest podcast recorded in Troy is recording live in Albany.
EIK Live.
Yeah, no. Next week, guys. Tuesday, the 20th at the Poorhouse. We will be live. We have a PA. Hopefully, people come. We're gonna have fun.
At least 17 people, I think, according to Facebook. Facebook is trash. Facebook, you're on my shit list.
Oh wait, let me get on there.
Yeah, Brendan.
18.
18,
Here we go.
baby.
Yeah.
So be there or be square.
Yeah, be there.
This episode of EIK is brought to you by Audible.com. Audible.com, you can get a 30-day trial and free book if you go to audibletrial.com/EIK.
Yes, it is.
Fucking got it.
You got it that time.
EIK is also sponsored by the Madison Poorhouse, who will be sponsoring us next week, hosting our very bodies, our earthly visages.
Yes, we'll be terrestrially. We will be at the Madison Poorhouse, our sponsor, who also is giving away beer still.
Thank God you took over because I was drowning there.
And if you want, we do the thing. We just flipped it. That was kind of cool. Do you like that?
Yeah, that was great.
Do you want to read the Old Man Minute?
Yeah, he would fucking love that.
I know. But yeah, no. So you can get at us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. At EIK Fellas, those are all social media accounts, and then there'll be a secret hashtag during the episode that you do. If you put the hashtag in Instagram or whatever, then we give you a token. Andy gives you a token.
I'll give you a beer, baby.
Yeah, free beer.
This week we have the pleasure of having our friend Ian on.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Ian.
What's going on, guys?
Ian is a musician.
Ian likes Queens of the Stone Age.
Yes, I do. I mean,
I didn't sign up for this. What's this? This is a hostile takeover. I like him too, but just, you know. What do you
think of the new album?
I thought it was I thought it was an interesting move.
Go fuck yourself, Brendan. Brendan's trying to make us move along. I asked a question.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely it makes sense that after making a big album like Clockwork, Hami would make a small, kind of a relatively narrow, dirty rock album afterwards.
Yeah.
It's a good contrast. Ronson's production leaves a lot to be desired. But
Have you seen him live since?
No, I have not.
I saw him back in September, and they were amazing. And the new stuff is absolutely fucking amazing live.
I imagine it works definitely.
It's made to be played live.
Yeah.
Like even the way you used to, which I really didn't care for.
Yeah.
When I first heard it, it was absolutely amazing live.
No.
All right, that's it for
On topic.
Let's keep talking about Queens for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Old Man Minute?
Yeah, here.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Reading this cold, baby. How much?
I skipped through it because there's a lot there.
Okay,
and I had a conversation with him last night about this, And I said that, you're getting a little bold with the length of your emails. And he's like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I can go find, I'm talent acquisition.
I can get another dad.
I can get another dad. Not hard to do. That'll play by the fucking rules.
Okay. Hello, EIK fellas. I certainly hope Andy is back. Steve and Dave did yeoman's work, but there simply is no substitute for the real thing, baby. Added that in there. So without further ado, topic number 111. ... I like the formatting. I've never actually looked at these.
Yeah, he does pretty well.
Childhood sports nightmare. Okay, you guys, here it goes. Okay, you both sucked at soccer and Chris at baseball. I was never disappointed since I never played any sport. I only felt sorry for the ball breaking you took. Oh, the ball breaking that you took from
That's
the
so fucking easy, isn't it?
prima donnas. No, reading out loud is hard. You did, however, excel in taekwondo and wrestling, which ended that ball breaking. And I was very proud of you both, so that I let Chris live after he broke 3 of my ribs roundhousing.
Roughhousing. You let me live after I broke your ribs. No, I broke your ribs.
And I can do it again.
You're old.
Topic number 2.
I'm a strong boy.
Dying with style. I would prefer to ride the 30 megaton thermonuclear bomb fused to a ground burst at a target of opportunity, the ICBM complex at Kotlos. But you guys already called dibs, so I guess I'll settle for infecting myself with a spongiform encephalopathies, TSE.
He was using Google this week.
And clearly, before taking the dinner cruise to the Canamitz. What is with these vocab words? To the Canamitz home planet.
I think what he does is he just looks up large words to try to trip me up.
Yeah, he wants to make you squirm is what he wants to do.
Ain't easy. Once they harvest the tasty meat from my body, those 9-foot-tall bald fucks will all die a very nasty death. The country will probably name a high school after me. Topic number 3, exploiting children. Really, Chris? You think you could be bested by a 13-year-old female CSR? What's CSR?
Customer
Service rep?
service rep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
They're persuasive. Do you not remember your cousin's term of endearment for me? ? Uncle Bastard. CSR. Hello, Mr. Powers. My name is Hethier. He spelled it weird. And I need to talk to you about Chris's student loans. We need to ... OM? Is that my girlfriend, Olivia McDaniel? Stop right there, Heather. Are you
Old
asking...
man, OM,
Oh,
old man.
old man. Yes, okay. Are you asking me or telling me? If so, you're telling me,
Jesus
kind of
Christ.
speaking in declarative sentences.
Yeah, he's talking
you
about
fat
how
pizza
people-
face nerd. Oh no.
So old man, you do know that your son works in customer support, right?
Yeah, you're heavier. I think that's how I was supposed to say this.
Oh yeah, because he wants you to have the inflection. And
Yeah,
like,
he
that
hates it when people have an upward inflection since back in the 90s. Anyway,
Man minute?
Yeah, the old man minute.
the old man minute.
The old man hour.
Yeah.
But really, babies on treadmills, how are you getting together with your engineer cousins, Colin and Ryan, and developing a generator that can be attached to the arms of masturbating boys? A lot of masturbating boy talk.
Yeah.
This will be the biggest energy innovation since the splitting of the atom and force the Saudis to return to sheep herding.
He's making some jumps here.
Yeah, love the old man. Okay. I don't want to read that no more.
It's not that easy, right?
Or did you just hear how much you guys riffed on Alex Jones last week and just piggyback some insane theory off that?
I think he was deep breathing deep off the Alex Jones vape juice. Tactical vape.
Tactical vape. If you want to beat the deep state and look cool doing it, vape this juice. Gluten free. No soy. You soy boy.
So we're moving on now to top.
I am topic number 1 today. Everybody say hey.
Hey.
Everybody say slumlords. We're gonna talk about slumlords and shitty apartments. Something near and dear to everybody that lives in Albany.
Yes.
Oh, I've got
Not
opinions.
everybody. Yeah, I kind of figured this would be a good one.
Legally speaking,
Legally speaking, we're gonna say fuck you, Abzar.
we are going to say people's
Hell
first
yeah.
and last names.
Just Abzar.
Okay.
Just Abzar.
Just Abzar.
Just only put their first names
first
on
name,
blast.
and there's a pretty easy one to know who it
Yeah.
is.
If
Only
you
one.
ever are renting in Albany and you see the landlord's name, his first name is Abzar, run the fuck away. He's a piece of shit.
Oh man.
Yes. He rented to us when we lived at the Mayflower, which is an apartment building on Lake Street.
Don't live there.
Scenic, beautiful.
It looks nice on the outside.
Looks nice on the outside.
It's cheap.
Cheap. Mold. Don't worry about that last one. It is next to the park. Very cool for smoking weed.
Whole building is rotting from the fucking inside out.
That is true.
Yeah, we had so many issues. To kind of cliff note it real quick, there was a leak in our ceiling that went across the entire apartment, and when they sealed the leak, mushrooms grew out of my fucking ceiling.
It's because they didn't seal the leak. They painted it.
Yes, exactly. And when I brought that up to him, he just had somebody come in, take them out, and then paint over it again. And guess what grew back?
Yeah.
Mushrooms.
Fucking mushrooms.
Because they're supposed to do that.
No, you have to pretty much like recalk it and like bleach the area
You
so
have
they
to
don't grow
burn
back.
that shit down to
He's
the
such
ground.
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ian, do you have any?
Yes.
Oh yes. This brings up the apartment I lived in college was it was owned by a guy, sweetest person in the world. The kind of person who would do repairs, who would like you'd call him at like 3 a.m. and
That's
he'd
awesome.
come in and do repairs. It did not change the fact that the place was a converted barbershop that was an illegal apartment.
Oh, very
that
cool.
Shared a wall with another questionably legal actual barbershop.
Ooh.
And
Free haircuts?
no. What happened was it was me and my buddies had a band when we were in college, and we would practice in the living room.
Okay.
And what that became was 3 years of back and forth noise complaints. Because I'm not sure how much actual hair they cut next door. They just kind of like smoked weed and blasted music till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
In a totally legitimate business fashion, as one might think. But it just became like it was that versus the fact that I had a fucking 5-piece drum kit in my living room. So
Well, you get a free stool with it.
exactly,
That's
yeah,
furniture
it's
right
just,
there.
Yeah, it's you can hang your t-shirts on it for maximum damping effect,
Yep.
unless you want to be a dick. Like, but on top of that, it was the back 2 rooms were illegal because in New York State you have to have 2 means of egress.
Right. You have
off
to have a
every
front door and a
room,
back door. Yeah.
or like a front door and a window or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It was just a door, and they eventually
So a closet.
yeah, it was like an 11 by 11 closet with like no natural light.
Okay.
Which was really cool when you're a kid who wants to like, I'm going to put on like a Swans album and try and play with sensory deprivation or something. But like,
How old are you when you're doing this?
College, baby.
yeah.
Yeah, like 12-year-olds do all the time.
Yeah, no, it was
Hey,
like,
little Billy, let's go try some sensory deprivation. Let's go talk to our dead relatives.
let's go just like, see what kind of like, be a dumb kid who reads shit on the internet and see if it actually works.
It does. It works.
Yeah, no, it was,
So much nutmeg.
not cool when like if you're actually trying to keep any sort of schedule or remember what daylight looks like or exist anywhere without an alarm clock.
Right.
like,
Right.
Yeah, tough.
But I think we were infested with mice twice, and I don't mean just one ran across the floor. I mean there was a nest in our pantry.
Oh.
And
So too many to name.
yeah, too many to name. Since it was a ground floor apartment, they would come in via these gaps near the heat pipes, which never were bothered to be filled in. And the way my closet room was laid out, it was like an 11 by 11, and there was like an offshoot kind of alcove area where the heat pipes went out that had a bar that you can like hang your coats off of and shit.
Okay.
And that's where I spotted the mice coming into my room. So what I did was I created this, what I can only describe as a Battle of Verdun-esque trench system where I sprayed in the heat pipe hole with like spray foam that they couldn't shoot
Right,
through.
right.
Put down a layer of glue traps, a layer of poison, a layer of glue traps, a layer of poison, and put an ironing board in front of it.
But on Christmas, you guys had a ceasefire and you guys played,
played
soccer
soccer, yeah.
in no man's land.
Exactly. That's I played. You play soccer with the mice. It went very poorly. But no, I think it mostly like it was not the humane way to go. But you're young and you're poor and you're inventive. And I think
I mean, humane traps are for people who don't have that many mice.
Quick anecdote about humane traps. One of our father's friends got humane traps for like squirrels or some shit because the wife didn't want him to kill the rats, and so what he would do is he'd use the humane traps and then throw the traps into the pool.
Trap didn't kill him.
Yeah, Jackson killed him.
No. Well, like there was one day where like I come home and I hear this squealing from my room. And I come
This
in
reminds me of
and
something, too.
a mouse had made its way through 3 layers of the no man's land. Oh my god. And was just caught by its leg in one of the glue traps. And at that point I'm
It's
just
the
like
winter soldier, man.
you're
Yeah.
brave warrior. What do you even say to that? Like
Say, do you want to play a game?
nah, that was
That's great.
yeah, that was that. But at the end of the, but I had a mushroom experience also similar to yours,
Yeah.
where they grew in our bathroom at a spot where like it
This
was.
was in our kitchen.
That was in your kitchen.
Our fucking kitchen out of the ceiling.
Yeah, no, it
Oh,
grew.
you get fresh produce.
It grew into our bathroom floor, which brings me to our upstairs neighbors. They were part of the fun because they were on something. I don't know what the fuck it was, but they would. Their main hobby, from what it sounded like, was moving furniture at about 4 or 5 a.m. I'm not sure what else they did for fun except scream and move dressers around.
Oh my
like,
god, sounds like the life.
I mean, it's the sport of kings, from what I understand.
Yeah.
It's I'm not sure if the U.S. is a competitive team, but I feel like it would be these people would
be
be
up
ahead of
there.
the curve.
Oh, we've got so much money. Any sport that we put, our
like
people into, people can learn.
they did not. From what I understand, they did not believe in garbage cans. Their main method of disposal of things was to throw them out the window to the sidewalk below.
Hell yeah.
Like
What?
there were regular nights of me just like sitting out, having a smoke on the step or whatever, and just seeing plates or big chunks of ice come crashing down onto the sidewalk from above. Like,
Jesus.
yeah. And the one that took the cake was one night my roommate's ceiling flooded at about 2 or 3 a.m. Circling back to my previous comment about how we could call our landlord at like 2 or 3 a.m. and
Right.
he'd show up.
Right.
It turned out that the upstairs neighbors had left their kitchen sink on and passed out.
Very
And
nice.
the accumulating water crashed through his ceiling with all of the power that one might expect.
Yeah.
I had a similar experience with water coming through my ceiling at an old place. My landlord was away for the week, and I was taking care of his cat upstairs. We were close enough where that
remember
wasn't that weird. But I came home one day, and there was water just pouring out of my ceiling.
Yeah, that's when you had to leave.
Yes, that I left that apartment afterward because there was no ceiling. So,
Yeah, that'll do it.
Long story short, the water supply on the toilet busted, and it was just spraying all day. And then I had to yell at an insurance company for a long time. But that was fun. But yeah, no, landlords,
They're not good people.
no, they
sometimes.
suck.
Yeah,
They
it's-
suck.
My current landlord's amazing.
My
He's-
landlord,
he's definitely the exception, not the rule, though.
my landlord's okay. She's nice, but she's like kind of dumb brained. Like it's one of those things where like they're so nice that you don't want to get mean with them when you have to get something done, which is always a problem.
My current landlord is a big faceless company, which I kind of appreciate because there's no
Yeah.
autonomy there. You only really deal with them if you need to.
That's pretty cool.
And there are little perks like you can pay your rent online and shit.
That's
Oh,
pretty
that's
sweet.
actually
I
awesome.
would like that.
yeah,
a bunch.
it's definitely like I don't have to mail a check in and like hope to God it gets there by the 1st, and then play
Yeah.
the game if I have to keep this money in my account until it clears. It's like I can just go on with a debit card or whatever and just
Right, and
done.
it takes it out immediately.
Yeah. I mean, but I think the weirdest kind of experience, and I've had this, is where you have landlords that live on the property,
Yes.
like on the apartment adjacent. Like
Yeah.
that's nuts because like they find out all about all the weird shit that you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like sex. They
Yeah.
hear you doing it.
They hear you doing it.
They're recording you doing it.
Yeah, they're judging you for having poor form.
Listen,
we're-
I ain't getting any notes.
So now we'll come to the part of this topic where we're gonna try to make some fucking money, guys.
Oh.
I like.
buy a place and rent it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The ultimate scam.
So that's pretty much it.
It's the get rich slow scheme.
You buy a shitty apartment and then rent to students.
Oh wow.
That's just hear
Listen,
me out. Hear me out.
Edit this part out of the podcast. This is a very lucrative.
Yeah, we don't
opportunity.
want people hearing this.
Yeah, we don't want people getting
And
ahead of us.
don't keep the place up Like
Right.
Don't
no
do,
repairs.
Don't do any
Raise
repairs.
the rent incrementally every year, but don't
Yup.
change anything.
Yeah, exactly.
And then claim that all of the damage to the property is their fault to keep their security
exactly.
deposit.
Right.
Make sure that you make sure they don't take any pictures.
Yep.
Yep.
Tell
I think
'em everything's getting painted before they come in.
exactly.
Wink.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll take care of that when you move in. Wink.
Yeah.
You won't have to withhold rent for 3 months to get fucking light covers for some of these. Like, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not real.
No, you got to pal up to him and be like, hey, when you rent from us,
Have a good time,
When
man.
you're a family, you're a family when you rent from us. You don't need to take pictures of family, do you? Like,
you can trust me. I don't know you. Just give me thousands of dollars. It really is the best scheme.
$12,000 a year.
Yup.
For
Do you know
what?
yeah,
Yeah, for-
like it doesn't go towards anything except their mortgage, which you see
Yeah.
no.
You're
like,
paying their mortgage with just
When
one
we-
apartment.
and no,
usually.
you're paying their mortgage with like one room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And-
We when me and Julie got our new place, we got really early. We signed. We're moving in May, and we signed 2 months ago, I think.
Yeah, I think.
$3,600 on signing.
Hell
Holy
yeah.
shit!
Yep.
Get that
What was
money.
it? First, last security.
First, last security.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I would just like to remind everybody that I own this place.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Wait a second.
Whoa, wait. We already got it. We can rent out one room out of here.
Yep.
Oh,
Live rent free.
that's it.
Complimentary free tickets, season tickets to EIK.
Season tickets.
Yep. You get to,
We just show up every Tuesday.
yeah.
The EIK experience.
Yeah.
The full EIK experience.
Do you
The
even
EIK
listen?
house. You just sort of like, piggyback off of this mortgage and live here.
And
Like,
you can eat all of Brendan's food. Yeah. Pet his cat.
He's nodding.
He's into it.
He's into
How
it.
much is Nicole here?
She's upstairs.
No, she is not here to veto this.
How much would we be charging? Do you think?
Well, I think it's fair. So we're talking just this downstairs room. Is that what we're doing?
I would think it's that
Open-
closet right there.
yeah.
Okay. Open floor plan closet.
It's a
Okay.
closet.
Renovated. Modern appeal. I'm
Cozy.
thinking cozy,
Yeah, cozy. That's a good word.
quaint,
Requires some TLC.
cute.
It's so cute.
I'm thinking $2,500 a month.
25.
But heat and hot water aren't included.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
And
the poor insulation on the windows, your fault.
And on top of that, it's baseboard heat for maximum waste.
Right. Yep.
All electric stoves because when you cook food, the only
Yep.
two settings should be 0 and 10.
Yes. Yeah. I'm so excited for me and Julie's new apartment, but we have an electric stove.
Oh,
and I want
Jesus.
to. I'm very, very.
You get
upset
used
that-
to it. Sometimes you're
No,
gonna burn.
you don't. You never
Sometimes
get
you're gonna
fucking
burn
used to it.
I want to
something.
see the damn flame when I'm twisting the knob. That's,
and hear it too.
Yeah.
Also important.
Exactly. Like every kitchen I've worked in, it's been gas heat and it's
Yeah.
super malleable.
Yeah. You will never see an electric stove in like a professional kitchen.
No.
Ever. Because it just doesn't make sense.
That and like the potential for damage. You have like you have a coked out chef who drops one fucking plate on it
Yep,
and you're
and
out
that's
a
it.
$3,000 stovetop. Like
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I was thinking more
break the
like
coil.
putting your hand on it.
Yeah. Well, just don't put your hand on things.
Put your hand on a stove. It's
Yeah.
electric. Who cares? That's the slogan.
yeah.
So we're thinking 2,500. They have to pay for heat and hot water. I would think that they have to do some chores too. Brendan?
Yeah.
To sweeten the pot a little bit.
Yeah, no.
Maybe they do your dishes.
Certainly don't do them. So that
Exactly. No, it's they're offered a slight premium if they do an amount of chores that the landlord decides.
So we'll knock it down. We'll knock it down to 2480.
Yeah.
$2,480. You do all your chores. You brush your teeth, and you're in bed on time, and you said your prayers.
But it's only for the first 2 months.
We'll
For 10
months.
We'll set it down to 2,000 if you buy a rickshaw and ferry us around town.
Oh, you're being way too generous with this, man. You don't understand. We can fuck these people. So if they get the rickshaw that comes completely out of their pocket.
Yeah.
Either they buy it out of pocket, or they can rent it from us.
Yeah.
Or they can rent it from us.
Yeah, we
always. That's
charge
always.
we charge interest.
So if they want to rent it from us, the rickshaw package, I'm gonna say that's easy. That's easy fucking $350.
Yeah.
Per month.
But if they have their own rickshaw, I say we can knock it down. I'd say
23?
24.
24. So we've
24.
gone from 25 to 24. They're doing all the chores in the house, and they're ferrying us around like god kings. That's what's
Yeah,
happening.
that's exactly. We're landlords.
Yeah.
It's about damn time.
I should be treated befitting my title. I mean, and all they need at signing is first month, last month, 12th month security and blood of their firstborn.
Yep.
They don't have a kid, then we'll probably take another grand or something
Yeah,
like that.
or their fingerprints.
Ooh, how's
Identity
your credit?
theft.
Yeah.
Credit checks, and if you're above 500, you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah, landlords suck and fuck you.
If you make good decisions, you could leave, and we don't want that.
yeah.
If you know a landlord that you would like to shame, please contact us at EIK Phillips.
Can it be hashtag fuck up czar?
Yeah.
I think it can be
Right now,
hashtag fuck up.
hashtag fuck up czar.
Except no one will know how to spell Abzar.
It's pretty phonetic.
Yeah.
ABSAR.
Yeah.
Czar, if you're listening, I hope you are. Fuck you.
Yeah, Bzar, look at us now. You thought you could keep us down. Oh, you didn't think we'd have a podcast. Okay, we're moving on now to topic number 2.
Okay, this is one that's very near and dear to my heart, and it comes out of the saga of the last 8 months of my life.
Okay.
My topic is buying a car the wrong way. And our story begins back last August. A friend of mine was selling his 1992 Oldsmobile for about $800, and
Okay.
I have never owned a car, and I figured it was about time. So and I can't really, I don't really want to pay for a car note plus insurance plus everything else. So I'm just gonna buy this thing outright, do my own repairs, and run it into the ground.
Okay.
and just trade
Just
up
a beater
later.
car to have for a
What
couple
year was
years.
it?
92. Wow. Yeah. No, it's
$800.
Yeah, $800.
Okay.
No, thing is solid, but that's not where our problems begin. Our problems begin with the fact that neither me nor my friend who is selling it understood how much work it takes to sell a vehicle privately. So
Yeah. It's a big pain in the ass.
so it's become this back and forth of us trying to. He bought the car from his girlfriend who lived in Missouri, brought it to New York State, registered it here, didn't change the title over.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So it became us being like, do you have this document? Do you have this document? Like back and forth, 8 months. I finally have it in my possession only to hear, hey, I took a job out of state and I'm going to be moving. So it became this land rush of me trying to get signatures on the bill of sale, on the, transaction receipt.
Christ, just go to a dealership.
Right. At that point. And
They're gonna fuck you, but
yeah, no, it's and now I learned about the process of, because I decided, like, we figured out that we were never going to get the title changed in time. I went through the process of getting a bonded title.
Okay.
Where if you have a situation where you have a crazy cousin or something who just up and leaves town and leaves their car in your driveway.
Okay.
You can
Take possession of the car.
you can take possession of the car using a surety bond, which basically you pay a company to put together a notarized document that says, hey, this isn't fucking stolen, and we don't have a title and we want a legitimate one.
I like the idea of stealing without going to jail.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
That is an interesting legal loophole, and like you could totally abuse the hell out of that.
So
I mean,
at what point, how could they block it if they're like, no, I do want that car?
yeah, the original owner would have to raise a dispute.
Okay.
And
no one's gonna raise a dispute.
Nah, the person who sold it to me, and that's all well and good. I know in certain states, like in Missouri, or not Missouri, fucking I think it's Minnesota, one of those.
Minnesota.
One of those
Don't you
places
know?
in the Gulf in the Midwest. When you get a bond, you have to post it in the newspaper for 30 days.
Oh, like
Just-
car found.
Yeah, I am looking to put a title on it. If somebody has any disputes, step forward. I can only imagine this leads to trial by combat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I imagine it's
BattleBots version.
It's pistols at dawn.
Yes.
At that point, like if you happen to find it.
I found this car. Does anyone have a dispute? Well, I would
Yeah.
like that car.
It sounds like some of that he said, she said bull.
Yeah.
What?
Better quit it talking that shit.
I mean,
You living with a fat lip?
my only experience prior to this was thinking it was as easy as press triangle to take.
Yeah, right. Yeah, gotcha. Cars are a pain in the ass. I hate fucking cars.
Yeah.
If I didn't have to have a car, I wouldn't have a car.
Really? Would you?
Yeah.
Would you have a robot car
Yeah, I'd have a
that
robot.
like drives you to work?
It would be called the Reverend.
Yes, yeah, the Reverend. My latest experience with buying a car was very smooth.
Yeah.
Because I already owned a car and I brought it. I have a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
And I brought my old Volkswagen into Fusillo. I hate that I
yeah.
gave that man money, but I did. And they just pushed me right through, and I got everything done. I will say though, when I was signing everything, I had to sign about 5,000 things. I almost puked because I got so like overwhelmed. Like, holy shit, I'm buying a car right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ugh, I'm gonna be giving these people money for like the next 4 years for this thing.
they own you, dude.
I suppose that that's the advantage of doing it piecemeal like I did, is that I didn't have to do all the documents at once.
Yeah.
I got to spread them out
Yeah.
in order of when I needed, like when I realized I needed them.
But then you have like this Taken style quest where you're going all over the globe, like trying to get people to sign shit.
We should.
I think of it like, you know,
I have a very particular set of documents.
Yeah, I need a very particular set of documents.
it's like the, you know, if you ever played Skyrim and there's that quest where you have to find like 24 jewels and there are no map markers for them and they're like all over the fucking world.
Yep.
It was like that.
So, how can we use this in conjunction with a rental? We should rent cars.
Yeah.
These are already businesses.
That we're not in on right now.
That's true.
We got to put our EIK twist on it.
Yeah, we gotta.
The twist is you have to have a car to rent a car.
Yeah, no, you
gotta
rent
put a car down as collateral.
Yeah, you rent a car from us with a car down as collateral.
We
and
rent that car to some other schmo.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a 24-month
Okay.
agreement, and every month you get another document. And
It's like leveling up.
It's a game of you just avoiding getting pulled over by law enforcement until you can prove the car is yours.
People pay a premium for that, just for that experience.
Yeah,
to
no,
not-
it's like one of those like escape rooms that people like,
yeah.
you know, like a mystery you have
or
to
like
solve. Yeah.
that movie, The Game.
Yeah,
Yeah, anytime you get activated and you can just be pulled over and sent to jail for Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. You know what? Get some excitement in your fucking life.
Yeah.
Steal a car.
Live
Steal a
dangerously.
car,
Steal
come
a fucking car.
on.
Yeah,
They're
we'll help you.
insured. Come on. We won't help you.
Nah.
Then we might help you.
We'll encourage you.
Yeah.
We'll definitely encourage you.
Hypothetically, but not in a legal
we,
sense.
we will psych you up, you know, without offering any explicit legal advice.
Exactly. Don't do the thing where you wrap your hand and punch the window.
Yeah.
I just can't see it going great for
Definitely don't rip the ignition out and play with the wires. Definitely
Lick the wires.
Definitely don't bypass the solenoid.
you. Oh, I wish I knew about cars.
I know nothing about cars.
Oh no, I'm just starting to learn. Like I can't like I over the last year, like, you know, I built a computer, I built 3 guitars, and I've modified an amp. I can't wait to get into an engine. Like I think that's just the next logical
I
step.
feel like that
All
is.
right, guys, because of the previous conversation, EIK is meant for educational purposes only. Any resemblance to real persons living or dead is purely coincidental. Nothing we say should be taken seriously. Please don't steal anything and don't sue us.
Yes, this is all a charade.
This is all a charade.
Yep.
Don't steal anything no matter how cool you think it'll make.
Yeah, dude, if you think you're going to look cool as fuck stealing it, just don't do it.
we
No
do
matter
not
how
advocate the
awesome-
very cool crime of robbery.
Yeah.
I feel like theft is cool. Robbery.
Robbery's not, like theft, you're being sneaky spooky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
you gotta get in
You're
there.
expecting that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I cut your window. Ooh, I
Yeah.
took your jewels.
Like
Bye.
that takes a skill set.
That takes an artist.
Yeah, I mean, robbery, it's like a game of poker. You're just trying to not let the other person know that you don't have any bullets.
Right. Exactly.
You're trying to make sure that they don't know that the gun is in fact a banana.
Yeah.
Listen, it's an old banana, but it'll
Yeah.
get you real gross. I'll squeeze this right in your face,
I
motherfucker.
swear to God, I may be holding a banana in my hand, but you don't know that I didn't put another one in your tailpipe.
Yep. So give me that fucking car.
I will drive it 0 feet.
Yeah.
Miami Vice style.
So yeah, cars. Fuck cars.
Yeah.
Seriously. Is that the EIK stance?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
that's the Yaki hot take. That's the,
Hot take.
Not
Don't need 'em.
Not literally, not in the literal sense, in the figurative sense.
Ooh, there's a great subreddit.
Yeah.
If you guys are feeling a little
Dragons
weird.
fucking cars?
Dragons fucking
Yup.
cars, man.
What?
It's
I'm sorry.
he knew what I was talking about before I fucking said it.
This
too.
is why it's disturbing to me that there are not one, but 2 people in this room. There are 4 people in this room right now. 5 if you count Mog. She's a cat. And 50% of them know a subreddit called Dragons fucking cars. Please explain to me what it is.
God.
It's pretty
Yeah,
self-explanatory.
it's snakes on a plane levels of literal.
Okay,
It is just
okay.
like, poorly photoshopped
Yeah, dude,
drawings,
so bad.
like pictures of dragons mounting cars.
yeah, there's some good ones in there. But
yeah,
Now,
no.
what would lead a dragon to want to have sex with a car?
I'm not
mean-
here to ask about a dragon's sexuality.
That's true. It's not for
That
me.
is their choice.
It's not for me to understand. That's
I
true.
mean, what better would fit? I mean, it's just going after the next level of power.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Well, that's a pretty good example.
that's a mighty
the
mighty
dick
illustration.
on that dragon. Jesus Christ.
Let's see the top post of all times.
Oh God.
The aftermath.
Oh my God. Oh, that's just.
It looks like a car covered in cum.
Yeah.
It's not. It's probably like sea foam.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, it's like a street in Louisiana after a major hurricane. Like,
Oh Jesus! That's actually no.
no,
Guys,
no.
I don't feel safe anymore.
they just threw wings at a guy fucking a car.
Okay, here's
Hashtag dragons fucking cars.
here is the fucking scam. We
Okay.
rent out cars for dragons to have
Oh my
sex
God,
with.
that's it.
There he is. Now we got him thinking like.
So these dragons have been fucking these cars for free for years.
Exactly.
Where did they get off not giving us money?
Yeah.
In cars?
They do. Yeah.
Yes,
According to the pictures, everywhere, all over the cars.
Okay, so we get some cars.
Yeah.
Where do dragons live?
In mountains, on top
Mountains,
of
on
mountains.
top of
And
mountains.
what do they have? They have
Gold.
giant piles of gold.
Gold.
Oh my God. They'll pay us the gold
Oh my
to
Jesus
fuck
Christ.
the cars.
Okay.
Are you guys becoming car pimps for dragons?
Yes, that's what we're doing. We're going to
Car
be pimping
That is
out cars
exactly
to dragons.
what we're doing. We in no way advocate the very cool crime of car prostitution.
So, EIK listeners, steal cars, give them to us, and then we will reward you with a free podcast every week.
Yep.
And then we take the cars, and then we give them, we sell time with them to dragons.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yeah, don't steal cars.
Don't steal cars.
Don't give us cars.
Don't be cool. Don't give us cars.
Don't be real cool. Don't be like the coolest boy in the world.
Whatever you do, don't make a dragon out of multiple cars.
Ooh,
Colossal welding project.
Yes, Transformers.
Yes.
is that would that
That might over.
that car dragon would then fuck a dragon? I think.
Yeah.
I think that's how that.
I
would
think
go.
that would just be that would be a role reversal there.
the car dragon would. Yeah. You got to have a bigger thing than
Yeah.
the.
There,
okay.
There's always a bigger fish. In this case, it's a car dragon.
car
Just a bigger, it's just a bigger car or a bigger dragon.
Jesus Christ. How did we get? How did we get
Apparently,
here?
there's a fucking subreddit, and
There's
that's
a subreddit fucking everything.
Yeah,
but
no,
they're-
dude. Do you remember? I don't know if you guys remember our space dicks.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Did they get shut down? I think they got
Yeah,
shut
it
down.
got shut down like years ago.
Yeah. Or fucking our incels if you want to like.
Oh no.
bleh.
Fucking.
They got
fucking-
shut down recently for
Yeah,
like
no,
hate
because
speech.
incels are
Yeah, they're bad.
human garbage.
Yeah, they're the worst people in the world. Yeah, I'm a Chad motherfuckers.
a Chad.
Yeah, that's what they refer to people that are like successful with women and shit like that.
I
A
don't
Chad.
I don't think it's Chad to just treat people like human beings and
Yeah.
respectfully
They-
and
they-
not
they
expect
will-
anything from it.
Yeah,
like
they will describe people as a Chad. So somebody that's socially well adjusted.
But it's not like an acronym.
no, it's just like
Chad.
That guy's
Yeah.
name's fucking Chad.
yeah.
But Chad's not always a good guy.
Well, that's the thing. That's what they're saying.
Like
oh,
the-
they're not.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
like-
great, because they're nice guys and
Yeah,
they're so nice.
exactly.
Why won't you have sex
yeah,
with them?
the
I forgot.
Chad is like it's,
But you'll have sex with Chad.
yeah, in their mind it's like the super yuppie, like
Oh, okay.
well built dude, effortless everything, like.
Yeah, everything comes easy to
And
him.
in reality, it's the person who's just has enough of
a
a,
human,
brain stem to
a
realize
human
like,
connection with people.
yeah, like wait a minute, if people are people, and if I just listen to them and actively engage in things that are important to them and have a strong bond with them, then there it is. That's all there is to it. And stop giving a shit about where it goes. Like,
Yeah, I think that the incels have a lot to learn.
Yeah, they
Fucking idiots.
dwellers.
dwellers,
Yeah, dude.
Basement dwellers.
basement dwellers.
Yeah, man.
I mean, maybe they live in an attic. Maybe they live in a car dragon. You don't know.
It's honestly,
I don't know. Don't
I hope
really fucking
I hope
care.
they're in the back seat of that fucking car,
and they're getting plugged by that dragon.
just getting.
And that dragon's name is Chad.
Yep. far be it from me to judge how you get your kicks.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Take it from Dragon Chad.
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, before we get sued,
Yeah. Seriously, don't
moving
steal
on.
shit.
Don't steal shit that's not yours.
Yeah.
Steal shit that's yours. Topic. Number. Theft is bad.
I'm gonna get Taco Bell for dinner. I think.
You're gonna get Taco Bell.
I'm feeling pretty gross.
Always a good decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quesarito.
Quesarito.
There you go.
Cheesy gordita crunch.
Hell yeah, you know it.
That
Crunchwraps.
reminds me of
Yeah.
my school days.
Your school days.
Your school.
My school days.
You have to
this
say
is
with the
gonna be
flourish.
a video part of the podcast. See
video.
You on,
Look at the camera directly, guys.
see
Video.
See you on
Video.
Instagram,
See you on Instagram. Come to our show.
jerks.
It's on the 20th.
Anyway, I was thinking about gym class, and I was thinking
Ooh.
about the nostalgic shit from gym class that you can actually buy online.
Ooh.
Now,
This is a specific topic.
it's specific, but we don't have to talk about the prices because I only looked up one because it was shockingly low.
It's like a scooter thing.
No, it's the parachute, baby.
Oh, shit! How much is it?
$30.
Yo.
$30. Amazon Prime. Be at your house by Friday.
Oh my god.
Dude, should we?
Should we get a parachute for the live show? No, it's a bar. No room for it.
Should we get it for our car dragon operation?
Absolutely.
yes.
Slow them down. Safe sex for the dragons.
When
Okay.
a garbage bag, just don't cut it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was thinking about gym class.
$30, really?
$30 for a fucking parachute, man. But there are some that are like 180. So I don't
So
really.
like, how big is this? Is like that big?
12 foot is $30. That's the standard rate for a 12 foot. But for 20 foot, it's like $60.
I'd go for the 20-foot.
But then there are
Yeah.
20 foot ones that are like $180. So I don't really know if you can actually jump out of a plane with those or what. But they look just the same. They got the handles. They're multicolored. They're like a beach ball.
Man.
I mean, at that point, like, what is it? It must be like thread count or something.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
They say-
it's Egyptian. Egyptian cotton.
Okay, I have a question. I'm going to go through a couple other ones in a second here, but I have a question about the parachute. Am I like Berenstein Bearsing remembering this in my head where like
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect? Were there children put into the middle of the parachute and then everybody else like popcorned them?
yes.
Yeah, that happened.
That happened.
That was the thing that happened.
Yep.
How did that work? I guess you have to be a tiny baby boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little baby boy.
And it's got to be, you have to have like the right amount of surface tension. You have to like pull it to like a specific distance. And
At least 4 adults on it, probably.
Yeah.
One on each corner, and then the little kids can pretend like they're helping.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's probably accurate. You're probably the 60-foot one.
I literally I thought that I might have been going crazy.
No, you didn't. You're not going.
And like, I mean, there was also the one where everyone like lifts it up and then brings
You
it
get
behind
on
their back.
inside.
Yeah.
And everything
And
smells like farts.
Yep, it smells like farts. You
I
smoke
don't
weed
see
in there. Cool.
how you would do that with like 20 first graders with like a 12-foot one. So
I feel like 12 foot had to be the size,
yeah.
but I don't know. More research to come.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll use the Audible money, all that Audible money that we get. We'll use that to fucking buy a parachute.
Those sweet,
That
sweet
was a
Audible
joke.
checks.
Yeah, fuck you, Audible.
Seriously.
And fuck you, Facebook. Facebook, real quick. We have like not that many people that follow the Facebook. Most of it's on Instagram. Instagram's like 2,500 people, and Facebook's like 50. When I put up a post, it's like 1 or 3, or like 1 to like 10 people saw it every time. It's like, motherfucker, there are more people that follow this page than they. And it's all because I hit the promote button once.
Now you have to do it every time.
I'm never gonna do it. I will never give them a fucking $1.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck you, Facebook. Zuckerberg, you can Zuckerberg my
Dude,
dick.
Zuckerberg is not a human. He's a fucking robot.
Zuckbot. Okay. Okay. So other gym games, like you said, the scooter board.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. That was a fun day.
What did you do with them?
You scooted
You
around.
scoot, but
Yeah.
was there a game?
No, you just went back and forth. They probably played like a Red
It's
Rover,
like a
Red Rover.
Red Rover type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, but dude, back then, man, you're that young, you don't really need much more than something of the board with some fucking wheels on it.
There were
dude.
no rules, just 4 wheels
Yeah.
and the open road.
Yeah,
Dude, I
exactly.
fucking want to be a gym teacher so bad after like researching this stuff.
Well, dude, I was thinking about it. We used to like punk on the gym teachers. They got it figured out, man.
Yeah.
Like that's like one of the cushest jobs you can get.
They're all alcoholics.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
so drunk.
Yeah, like you're a coach for a couple of like sports teams maybe, and
Yeah.
and you just fucking have people play games all day.
All they're doing is paying you not to touch the kids.
Yeah.
Seriously. It's that simple.
Maybe be able to do about 20 push-ups.
Right. 20 push-ups.
Dude,
Don't touch nobody.
Some of our gym teachers were fat.
Yeah.
I mean, if they had windbreakers on, you could tell that they could run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Fast.
true.
Real fast.
Mr. Bottini, man. No, it was no, Mr. Bovey.
Bovey wore the one suit.
Dude, he always had that thing on.
Okay. So scooter boards, hella dangerous. Skin knee factor times 1 million.
yup. Yep.
Run over your fingers.
Oh, yep.
I noticed online that there are 2 different kinds. There's one that's just like the wooden one with like the hole in the middle. It's
That's
like
the
made
OG.
up. The OG ones are like they're kind of like an office stool kind of
Sort of.
situation.
Yeah.
And then now they have these plastic ones that have handles on the sides, so you don't run over your fucking fingers.
Kids are so soft these days.
I know.
Fucking snowflakes.
Fucking snowflakes.
Back in my day, we broke the joints of all of our fingers. It was just a
Yep.
rite of passage.
That's what cool kids do.
We emerged stronger as a
Exactly.
result.
And
Uphill both ways.
What else do we have? Then we had like dodgeball. Did you guys play dodgeball in school
yeah.
when you were coming up?
Yeah.
The only sport I was ever good at.
Were you a catcher or a dodger?
I was a Dodger.
I was a dodger too. Skang, little
I
fucking
wasn't-
dangly boy.
I wasn't
Can't
good
catch
at
him.
any of that
You
stuff.
weren't good.
It's-
You weren't a thrower or a catcher.
Dude, I throw like a female, but that's
Females
that
throw great. Okay.
In the parlance of being a misogynist.
Okay. I mean, if I were to be a
Yeah. If I was a misogynist,
If I were to step
I can't
into
think
that
of a-
headspace.
I can't think of a better analogy. I can't throw or shit.
you throw like you had a brain injury.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
There we go.
And I have no coordination, so like trying to dodge stuff doesn't really work. That's why wrestling just made sense to me.
Because you're always in contact with the person.
Yeah.
Not
Not
just
always.
holding them down so that they don't fucking get away.
Yeah, no, I was a very big kid, but I was very good at sacrificing myself for the play. So
That's all. That's all they could really ask for.
Yeah, no, like I was like, I would just like, jump behind people, like freaking, I would go super hard, and that was like very, I didn't get the most respect for it as a kid, but I was always the last one left. Like
I was always the last little fucker that they were trying to get out, and they're like, this kid he's so fucking good and handsome, and I bet he'll have a great podcast.
I
one day."
bet he fucks cars.
It's true. Cars line up.
Jesus Christ.
What was I gonna say? So dodgeball was banned in a lot of schools.
It was
Did
banned
it
in our school,
actually
too.
get banned in our school?
Yeah.
Because I remember that then they had
So-
it for intramurals.
Exactly.
right?
You could
Yeah.
go to dodgeball like club, and that was started by Miguel. Actually,
Miguel Luna.
Yes.
No, shout out to him.
Yeah, if you're listening.
Yeah, good job because dodgeball is the shit. Did you guys ever play with the rubber balls?
Yeah.
And not the gator skin balls.
Not the gator. I've done both. You did the gator skin and you did the rubber balls. The gator skin was a little softer.
They're easier to catch.
Yeah, the rubber ones are a little more gnarly.
Okay, on here I also have kickball.
Oh yes.
Fuck kickball.
Fuck kickball.
Fuck kickball.
Did you know kickball's alternate name is soccer baseball? How do you
I-
feel about it now?
I refuse to accept
I
this.
hate both of those.
Yeah.
but
sports.
together,
I don't know.
It's I just reject this reality. This is tacitly
Is
incorrect.
that like on the wiki? Somebody's fucking with you, man.
no,
because,
it's
like,
called soccer baseball, and it's played all over the world. Did you know that?
But it'd be called football baseball then.
No,
Because they don't-
People in South Korea love it. Did you know that?
I'm not letting go of this name, dude.
No, this is where the conversation has landed.
Soccer baseball.
Who outside of the U.S. calls it soccer baseball?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
thank you.
everybody outside the U.S. calls it soccer baseball.
No, they don't.
It's on the Wikipedia page. Don't make me
Because
cry.
no one in the rest of the world calls soccer soccer. Like,
Good point.
Yeah, that's the point we're making here,
why
dude.
would you do a 180 and refer
It says
to
it right on the
something
Wikipedia
else
page. It
as
says
that?
kickball or soccer baseball.
Show your work.
That sounds like something. It's
like a Minnesota
Yeah,
word.
yeah. Someone in the Midwest would fucking say.
It sounds like the
Oh
guy-
yeah, they're gonna go outside and play with the boys. Go play some of that soccer baseball.
They're- that's soccer
they're gonna come home
baseball.
and drink some pop. Like,
Yeah, come have some popping.
How old would you venture to guess that kickball is?
I feel like you did a lot of research on kickball.
I got 4 data points, baby.
Yeah.
This is the last one.
I feel like you're calling it out. It's either really, really young or really, really old.
Or maybe it's in between. Who knows?
yeah, like I think that ideal kickball range
11,000 years.
Nope.
5 through 10.
5. What? No. How old do you think kickball is?
Oh, how
when,
old
when
do you
was
think-
it invented?
Yeah, it was invented. I would want to say it probably has something
Post
to do
World War II.
post World War II.
No.
No,
World War II.
I want to
Yes.
say like
Post World War One. 1920s.
really.
1920s.
Ah, the Roaring Twenties.
The Roaring
The
20s.
Golden Age.
I was thinking something like how dodgeball dated back to like ancient China. Like
Yeah, they had a similar game. Was it against, or am I thinking of like the Middle America like ball game? Anyway, it doesn't matter. They used to sacrifice people afterward.
Kickball?
No, in the ball game from
Oh yeah.
like
There's one the Aztecs used to play.
the
too.
Aztecs. Yeah. That was shit's rad. They actually played it in World War II. The American GIs during the Tunisian campaign played it, and that was between 1942 and 1943. So can you imagine fucking GIs playing kickball?
Yeah.
It's fucking rad.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's another one too. Did you guys ever play Capture the Flag?
Oh, yeah.
in gym class.
No.
It was like basically hula hoop based Capture the Flag.
Oh, not like that. The way that we did it, it was well, it was always there were a bunch of kids around my age in my neighborhood, and we all had like there were no fences on our backyards.
Okay.
So we would set up
So you
like
had a big field
yeah,
to move through.
It was like partially forested, partially not. So like you would just set up one flag somewhere on one side and one like 4 or 5 houses away.
Okay.
And then it's a free for all.
So it's actually like stalking style one. The one
Yeah.
that we used to play in gym class was basically like there was a hula hoop with the flags in it on one end, on either end of the thing, and then there was a jail on the other side.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I played this.
You remember the
It's
fucking
fucking stupid.
No, dude, you sit in jail and you're like, Stacy, come get me. Stacy, sacrifice yourself and come get me.
Gotta get me out, man.
You're just sitting there smoking, like fucking drawing,
Carving
days into
Yeah,
the wall.
taking
Ticks in
walls
the wall.
down.
You get out and it's like that scene in fucking what was it, Shawshank, where the rain's coming down. Like
Andy Dufresne climbed through a river of shit and came out on the other side playing a dodger ball.
Email clean on the other side. Morgan Freeman's in Fractured Butthole, the South Park game. It's a very
Is
good
he?
game.
oh my god.
That game's amazing, by the way. I bought the season pass.
Very
That's
cool.
how good it is.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a very good game. So what about I just want to tell you something real quick. My early years when I was in gym class, didn't like gym class. Didn't
Why
like
would-
it. Wasn't
why was
good
that?
because I was a fat little boy.
Okay. Didn't mean to make you do that, but I feel like okay, go ahead.
That's why. Later years, I became gym class hero.
Right, because you were a fuck boy.
Exactly. Exactly.
Went from fat boy to fuck boy.
Exactly.
Fucking
But-
American classic story.
My favorite thing that we ever did we would do in gym class in high school was handball because that was just fucking rugby. You just beat the
Yeah.
shit out of each other.
Handball was cool at our high school because it was in the winter when you'd have the girls or the boys doing swim and the other gender doing handball.
Yeah.
So it would get fucking wild.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was rip roaring like.
Yeah, the hormones, like,
Yeah,
oh my
dude,
god.
it was great. So, anecdote about handball for me. One time, somebody at our high school called me a half breed.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Because you're Lebanese?
because I'm half Lebanese.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, can you imagine that?
Was it Cher though? Are you sure he wasn't singing a Cher song? Half breed.
I don't know that song.
That's all they ever see.
Okay.
You know the song.
So that he was in my gym class, and what he said to me was, "Oh, Chris, I heard you're Lebanese. Yeah, I'm half Lebanese. Oh, so you're a half breed." Like, that's not how I would describe it. So I was a young man with testosterone. So when we went out on the handball field, I laid him the fuck out.
Okay. And did you scream in Arabic in his face?
I don't speak Arabic.
Did you throw hummus at him?
I didn't have any hummus.
Did you have any tabbouleh though?
The tabbouleh was in my locker.
It would have been so good, dude.
Did you go up to him afterwards and say, half breeds are more evolved?
Genetic diversity, motherfucker.
Half Lebanese, all kick ass.
I always find that you get the really fine-tuned racists. When you or me
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah,
like
it's
you
ve-
gotta
it
be
doesn't- it
very
doesn't
fucking.
happen-
You
doesn't
gotta be
happen
so
very
good
often,
at it.
but-
You gotta be so good at racism to pick us out. You
It's you got to be like advanced level.
Yeah.
gotta be black belt.
Yeah.
But they probably wouldn't like that. Anyway, we gotta get off this topic.
Yeah.
Let's move forward from that.
Okay, so there's a couple gym games that I have seen that I've never actually played. The biggest one among them is Foursquare.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay.
Hummer bar.
Foursquare, you're like in a grid, like a 4x4 or 2x2 grid. Okay, and then you like bounce the ball into somebody else's square,
Yeah.
and then they have to bounce it out. And
Yeah, and it's in a certain way, and like, or you're out or something. Like,
I know it's super intense.
Yeah, no,
and
it
I
gets-
really want to play it.
it gets nuts. I don't really remember a lot of the mechanics.
It's kind of like tennis. Like I think it has to bounce in your square, and then it can't double bounce on your square or something like that.
Yeah, or it has to be like on the line or something. Like,
Right. And then there's Red Rover. I don't really remember how Red Rover works.
Red Rover was just come over.
Yeah, all the even number teams come over.
Yeah.
like, all that shit.
Yeah.
But what do you do?
You cover them in punches.
You punch what?
You cover them in punches, head to toe.
It sounds like this was more just like a character building type thing.
and then you call them half breed.
I think you just described getting jumped in. Like,
Yeah, Chris joined a gang in grade school. They were the Broken Pencils Club.
They're broken pencils. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Red Rover, I don't remember. And then here's something that I'm just nostalgic for, and I think that we should all just appreciate. Karaoke step.
oh yes.
Oh yeah, I used to get into
Karaoke
that
step.
shit, dude.
When's the last time you guys busted out some twisty grapevine? You know, like what are you doing? Why can't we just? Why did we do karaoke? It's not like a good way. Is it just to stretch? Probably.
It's just an inefficient way to move.
It's like the breaststroke when you're swimming. Like it's like the
Yeah.
hardest stroke or the freestyle. I forget which one it is.
Like it hits
don't
like
swim.
every freaking upper leg muscle, but it's like,
Why don't we see people like waiting for the bus, like just doing a little karaoke back and forth?
I mean,
because they don't want to blow out their knees.
I think
It's true. That's why they're taking the bus and not karaoke all
Yeah.
the way to work.
just it's the ideal means of travel.
It really is. Once you get those hips swinging, bro,
Yeah.
you're rocking.
You're rocking like Voldo from
Going-
Soul
Yeah.
Calibur.
It's like
Moonwalking.
if you guys remember those fucking like what was it, the ripsticks or whatever? Remember
Fuck
those?
yeah. Ripstick!
Yeah. It's like you had to somebody tried to teach me how to ride one once, and it was just you're swiveling your hips the whole
I know how to
time.
fucking do one.
I think we've talked about ripsticks.
I learned how to do
Yeah.
I learned how to do a ripstick when I was 22.
ripstick.
Ripstick.
I busted it out the other day, and I basically just showed Nick, Jason, and Olivia. I was just like, check me out, and they're like, very cool. Done though. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Well, that was something.
Okay. One last question for you guys.
Sure.
What do you think? Well, first of all, I just want to know what your number one gym class thing was. Like, if you could do one gym class thing, like go back to a gym class right now and do one day, one activity, what would it be? I'll give you a starter for me. I really liked the team building day that we did, where we did like trust falls and like fucking like what else did we do? We did like popcorn, which I don't remember how you do. There's a bunch of cool
Didn't do
games.
any of those
Yeah.
things.
I like games.
No, I remember that. I think if I would relive one gym day, it would be like, I think 9th or 10th grade was the last year that we were required to take gym, and by that
Jim Reptar senior year.
and
Yeah,
by
it's
that
just
point, my teachers had given up trying to enforce any kind of structure. We were going to be what we were going to be. So
You're on your own now. Fly, little bird.
Yeah. No, I spent the last year of mandatory gym class just walking laps around the track listening to frickin' Pig Destroyer albums. So like
That's
I would
pretty sweet.
I
Sounds
would
like
I
the
would relive
life,
that. That's where I would go.
I'd go back and punch that kid in the face.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I would do.
It's okay because life has punched him in his face.
Probably not. He's from New Hartford.
I mean, he's probably doing
probably
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh, one last thing I meant to bring up. Our gym teacher, you may not have had her. I think you probably did. Miss Gleason?
Yeah,
from
dude.
from New
Love
Hartford
Miss
High School.
Gleason.
Miss Gleason, I think she passed.
Did she?
I think so.
I don't think she did.
There's no way that she didn't. She was so old.
She wasn't old.
She wasn't old?
I'll tell you about it later.
Anyway, fair enough.
Off
She
mic, I'll tell you about it.
she had a tambourine
Yep.
and a drumstick.
Yep.
And she would beat the tambourine and make the little kids run.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I love Mrs. Gleason.
Yeah,
she's
she was
great.
awesome.
She was awesome.
Wow.
She was no bullshit too, which is great. She kept those little kids in fucking line.
Dude, she had a fucking drum.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do? She's like, do pull-ups, and you're like, no. She's like, dum, dum, dum,
Yeah,
dum, dum.
I'm picturing like an absolutely like sweet old lady version of like if you watch movies like Ben-Hur where you have the fucking dude on the boat just like hitting the drums while people row.
Dum, dum, It's basically that,
Yeah.
but with dodgeball.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're gonna wrap this up here, folks. Ian, thanks for coming on, man.
Oh, no problem at all.
Do you have anything to plug?
Oh, yeah, I do. On March 30th, which is the last Friday of the month, my band C-SPAN will be playing a show at Chrome in Waterford. We'll be supporting the band Seven Spires, who are coming over here from Boston with
cool.
local support from Outnumber the Living, Head of Hydrus, and
What's the
Straight
name of
Through
your
Zen. C-SPAN.
SEASPAN.
Yes.
Like sea, like
Gotcha.
ooh, underwater.
Do love.
I'm
Things?
playing guitar and keyboards in this one.
Oh, cool.
I do the screamy things on occasion, but
Gotcha.
mostly I have a guy for that now. Okay, I've moved on. In the world.
Outsourced it.
Nice. Well,
But yeah, no, that's gonna be a hell of a show. I'm definitely excited to play it. But looping back, just thank you guys so much for having me on.
yeah, no, man. Thanks for coming.
Thanks
on.
for
We appreciate
coming,
it.
especially on the shitty weather conditions.
Yeah, it's really nasty.
This could be the last cast. We're all gonna die.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty out, but climate change isn't real. Okay,
I
so
love the full life. Yeah.
but yeah, no, folks, if you're listening, thanks for listening. Thanks for checking us out. Again, we are going to be recording live next Tuesday, March 20th at the Poorhouse. We're gonna start around 7:00. Hopefully, we'll be up and moving about 7:00. Do you want to tell who the guest is? You just-
Guess is Kaylee.
yeah, Kaylee's coming back on.
Kaylee's coming back on. She talked about IP branded sex toys. So
Yes.
like Harry Potter and Game of Thrones dildos. That was her episode.
Yes. So she's coming
bringing
back
that
on.
energy.
Yeah, she's bringing that energy. Yeah, come check us out. It should be a good time.
Yep.
We're
Catch
not
us on-
we're not nervous at all about it.
I'm gonna be fucking crazy, dude. You
Yeah,
guys,
dude.
you guys don't even know. I'm gonna get so fucking manic.
I might puke. But yeah, no, if you want an audiobook, go to audibletrial.com/EIK. Doesn't really matter if you do it anyways, so you don't get any fucking money from it.
Go to the Poorhouse.
Go to the Poorhouse.
Drink their beers.
Drink their beers.
Talk
Very
to
good. They
their-
got some really good stuff on right now.
Yes, they do.
They got some Grims and some Half Acre.
I hear
Really
they
good stuff.
started putting kombucha on tap.
Yeah, they got
Yeah, we
kombucha.
got
on.
kombucha on tap. Sometimes they had cold brew, which I did once by accident.
Yeah, it's
I
like
ordered.
in
I thought it
beer.
was a coffee stout, and it was coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you were flying.
And then I
that was
had a
probably,
panic
that was
attack
probably
later.
exactly what you needed if you were going for a drinking sesh. If you're
Right.
like 4 or 5 beers in,
Right.
just
Yeah, just fucking zippity doo dah all the way home.
yeah, I think that's.
Catch us on social media: Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook.
What's our
at,
secret?
At EIK Fellows. Secret hashtag this week is fuck Abzar.
Fuck Abzar.
Fuck Abzar.
Sorry, Abzar.
No, not at
sorry.
all.
No.
You should have tried
I-
harder.
Yeah, you're such a piece of shit. Okay, but yeah, folks, thanks again for listening. Hopefully we'll see you next week in the flesh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, come out.
you guys can see my hairline.
You
Very
won't see
cool.
mine because I'll probably have a head on.
Very cool.
All right, folks, be nice to each other, okay?
Everyone I know.